I keep thinking about
the pizza?
Harry Potter.
we can make that a running joke. I can be like, I watched Harry Potter at the age of 5, and then like. I don't know when the movie came out.
No, not
Hold
5.
on. I'm gonna look this up.
12, maybe 10.
I'm gonna look this up before we start.
I think we're 10.
Right.
I saw all the Harry Potter movies.
That'll be
Dallas. We should just go.
Dallas are running.
Oh shit.
Do you want to introduce the show?
Thin crust, deep dish, Chicago. Would you like to get some pizza? Maybe veggie or cheesy. What's your favorite slice of pizza? Sit down, hang out, now, come and join us eating pizza. We're just some people getting pizza.
Zah dudes, and welcome to People Getting Pizza, a show made by me, starring 3 of my closest friends, where we sit around and we talk about cool entertainment news while eating some za. How neat is that?
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Nikki.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're getting pizza.
Let's get down.
Let's get down to business while we eat
Some pizza.
the
some za.
There you
Huh.
I'm gonna call dibs on
Thank
this
you.
piece. I hope y'all don't mind.
You're the hungriest bunch I've ever met, and you haven't got a slice.
Somehow I'll
Make a za
out of it. Me? Oh god, don't eat me.
My name is Madrabu, and I'm going to.
You gonna make me in the chocolate first?
I already said I was gonna make you the za.
Oh shit, right. Dude, imagine if in Dragon Ball Z, he made people into pizza. Would that change the dynamic of Boo's character?
It really sure are.
Because I mean, I feel like to make people into pizza, you'd have to make them, like you'd have to make the character more relatable to someone who would eat pizza. You know?
Fair. I feel like Super Boo eats pizza.
Yeah, Super Boo's the type of person who would eat pizza. I mean, he still makes them into chocolate, but pizza was the right way to go. We're looking at you, Funimation. Okay. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about ourselves, who we are, what we like, our hobbies, what we do in the dark, our deepest, darkest secrets, fun stuff. So I'm going to start off. My name is Dallas Arce, and I'm 22 years old. I've been watching Harry Potter since I was 6. Actually, something really funny that I didn't know until recently, the first Pokemon game came out in 1994. I wasn't even born yet. And that's wild, yeah. I'm a Drexel student, and I major in entertainment and arts management with a concentration in cinema and television. What that means is, no one really knows what that means,
It doesn't really have meaning, to be honest.
Yeah. Michelle is also an entertainment and arts management student with a concentration in cinema and television.
Yeah.
And you can ask both of us. Literally, all we do is we do everything. We take business courses. We take Westfall courses. We take film courses.
I've even taken some science courses.
Science.
Why do
Why?
I do that? I'm not a sciencey man.
Honestly.
Those are the
And that
questions
calculus
scientists
class
ask.
Oh yeah,
You're like,
I took
oh, yeah.
statistics 201 last quarter.
Who does that?
Why
Can
do
you
I
pass
need
me
to know
the Tabasco?
statistics?
Yes.
Cool. Like, right now I'm taking a class called Operations Management.
OPM.
And I absolutely hate it. I think literally the only thing I like about this course is that the professor's name is Paracha, and that's reminded me of sriracha, which inspired me to go get some sriracha chips. They were delicious. Because I wasn't even a big fan of sriracha until about later, I guess, 2017.
When you met your professor.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a bottle of sriracha. And now I have one in my fridge.
Why in the fridge?
Because it's a refrigerator after you open it, okay?
A lot of people put sriracha in the fridge.
I've never put my sriracha in the fridge.
Well, you know what? You also like ranch on your pizza. Oh wait, so do I.
Alright, no, pizza is the best thing ever. Don't blame me on that.
He who hath smelt it doth dealt it.
Have you farted?
That was in lieu of your comment about ranch.
Oh, okay. Okay, so these two lovely people. This is Sarah Bray,
Hi.
and this is Mickey Pars.
Huzzah, dudes.
Oh, jeez.
What majors are you guys?
Well, I'm interactive digital media, and I'm minoring in marketing. So I like all the things that you guys hate.
Oh.
I love math and programming and business classes.
Do you hate yourself?
No, I don't. I want to be a user experience designer, and something that I wasn't really good at going into Drexel was programming, so I learned to love it. And so, yeah, that's me.
I am a game design and production major. We call it GDAP. All of my professors hammered the technical name into me. To make it easy, I'm a game designer. My main focus is on actual gameplay design, like level design and player gameplay feel. But I also dabble a little bit in user experience and user interface, so I'm a little bit of a graphic designer as well. Excuse me. And I also have a certificate in Japanese. So
Nice.
What?
so I
Can you
Super
speak
impressive.
Japanese to me, Daddy
Can
Senpai?
you say people getting pizza in Japanese?
Can you at least say pizza in Japanese?
Don't put him on the spot.
You're
you
on the
know,
spot.
Just,
He has a
no.
certificate.
That's the name
He
of
has
the
a
show.
certificate.
On the Spot is the name of the show. Are we sure
Too much
it's not
tuna. Anyone
Too
know?
much tuna? What is that?
You know, I've seen the John Mulaney skit. Let's
No.
skip his like new Netflix special. It's too much tuna.
That's what it's called?
No, there's like a part in there that's
Oh.
about tuna. It's pretty funny actually.
That's rad. I like tuna.
So people getting pizza,
Yeah.
Japanese.
Whoa. People getting Japanese pizza. What would that even be? Would you have like eel on it? Or like
Pizza?
squid?
Probably just regular
Probably
pizza.
just regular pizza. No, but I mean like, okay, so you know how companies, like, especially American companies, when they branch out to foreign markets, they always carry, or at least develop, a product that they think that market will like more. For example, Dunkin' Donuts has a donut that has like dried eel on it, and like
Really?
or pork or something along the
Oh.
lines you would not imagine on a donut, and they serve it in the Japanese market.
Yeah,
Ooh.
McDonald's has a bunch of like random stuff in each place.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, McDonald's has like the really fancy like apple wrapped up like burgers too for like over Christmas or something. They sell like, I think it's like $15 burger, and it comes in this like crazy like gold foil wrapping, and there's nothing really special about the burger, but it's about the presentation. And
Here they sell
no, in Japan, this is like a Japan only special, and if you buy the burger, they like give you this little certificate, and they let you sit at this certain spot that's like not catered, but they have like a waiter and everything like watching over.
I have to go to Japan during the Christmas
I
season.
don't understand. And fried chicken is a huge thing in over Christmas too, which is just strange.
Yeah, KFC is
KFC's huge.
huge
there.
for Christmas.
Their marketing involves like a lot of like K-pop stars over there, and like it's crazy.
Pizza and ranch and Tabasco sauce is a
Amazing.
strange mix.
It's so good though, right? I've never been a big Parmesan guy.
I thought it was garlic first.
No, it's Parmesan.
I'm a vanilla pizza kind of girl.
That's
Nothing,
alright.
And big vanilla.
like nothing on it.
Oh.
Just a good old plain pizza.
I think I'd eat that honestly.
I'm gonna try some of this.
Pizza and
Do it.
vanilla
Just-
ice cream sounds like the bomb.
You need to be able to appreciate the taste and the texture of this fine, fine pizza. It would be sullied
Can we talk about
by
the
these
elephant
additional
in the
ingredients.
room?
What?
Today is National Pizza Day.
Oh, today's National Pizza Day. To kind of date this episode, I didn't know that as I'm shooting my senior project, people getting pizza, it's National Pizza Day. That's literally one of the
Came in and
coolest things.
screamed it.
Yeah, I was like, guys, by the way, I was so excited. I really was.
Aren't you glad you got ranch?
Yeah, I'm like super glad I bought ranch.
I ran into the studio with all my other teammates, and I was like, guys, it's pizza getting people day. It's National Pizza Day, and I am so stoked.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, dude,
So stoked.
I'm always down for za. I have my buddy Tom. He and I always grab pizza. Like it never fails. He's
That's
right
Tom.
over there actually. He's the DP. He's MVP of my life. Like I'd be nothing without
I think
Tom.
he's MVP of most people's lives.
And also, to be a little more fourth wall, we have an amazing person, Sam Frankel, right over here. He's all around great. We really bonded when we went to go see Adult Swim on the green.
Oh, I went to that.
You were there?
Yeah, no, I went to that. I got ID'd, and they thought I was using fake ID for being
Wait.
18.
That's
I was
weird.
like, my ID says I'm
You
21.
you look young, but you're not that young.
She was like, "What's your address?" I was like,
What's your
God.
address?
I was like, thank God I said like the right one.
You coming to my house or what?
But, like there wasn't even any alcohol there, so I could have like done anything.
Yeah.
It was literally just a watch.
Like there was just like chicken strips.
Oh,
Wait,
I
talk
had
about this. What
crash
is this?
bags.
Oh, dude, same.
What are you guys
No,
talking about?
not that. Huh?
Explain
So
what you're-
Adult Swim decided to do a tour all around the country, where they would go around. They'd set up like a little fair. There'd be like food. There'd be a bunch of other stuff, and
You'd watch.
the whole thing was like watching new shows that they had, new shows that they weren't really sure of, or like brand new stuff. Or for example, I had already seen the episode, but
It
they
was
showed
annoying a little bit that
yeah,
that was
they
it.
showed Pickle Rick.
People left. Like
Yeah,
a lot of people
I thought
left
about leaving.
because like they just re-showed Pickle
I'm
Rick.
sorry.
I kind of wanted like a new Rick and Morty thing.
Even
But-
just like a short.
Yeah.
Even if it was like a 10-minute
like it was just like
teaser.
that like trippy thing where they go on acid.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool. Do you not like Rick and Morty?
I do. I actually really love Rick and Morty.
But I did the meme.
Well,
But which meme did you do?
well, let's
You said Pickle Rick, and I did the thing.
back up. a
Rick!
second. Let me explain. I think I need to explain because people are always like, "Oh, why do you always like ugh, Rick and Morty? I hate it." Because like this, this kind
Because-
of thing.
Listen.
Just him. If he was not here, it'd be
Just him.
okay.
Listen.
particularly.
Okay. There's a difference between quoting the show, like knowing the memes of the show, and being an avid fan who decides to stand up on a McDonald's counter and go, I want my Szechuan sauce.
Well, that was a troll. That obviously was like him making
Is it
fun.
though?
Yeah.
But him doing that is
It's
more
a-
acceptable
it
than
shows
me.
the stigma
quietly
of
saying-
the fans, though. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
I just love it.
No, it's more of like along the lines of how in today's meme culture, if we want to get like real philosophical with it, like people love something so much. They love it with all of their heart and they kill it for everyone because it's just merchandise, stickers, everyone constantly like, I'm Pickle Rick. Like it's just grinds my gears. Maybe that's just me being
But I
kind
mean,
of a grumpy person, but
so you're not a fan of the fandom, period.
We got one of our teachers to watch.
Yeah,
in
I-
class. We both
Really?
like
Yeah.
manic chat when that happened.
It was great. I was just like, Larry, show me what you got.
and there's the whole like
what you got.
you're only in
You
a-
can do it.
I'm
It's fine.
perpetuating it though. Like now I feel guilty about perpetuating.
Hey, listen,
I want to like step back a little bit because I don't want to seem like a stooge. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to enjoy Rick and Morty. No, I'm not saying that. I just when people, you know what I'm saying. Like with Cuphead. Look at your great Cuphead shirt.
What's the economy
It's a good
of the
game.
box?
People love
What's the
Cuphead.
economy?
two, please. Wait, yeah, two,
What?
please.
Okay.
Okay. Did you already eat two?
Yes.
Anyway, continue.
I really lost my favorite thought. Fandoms. I love the fandoms, but I just think sometimes they're loved so much that it becomes sort of an annoyance where everybody everywhere is like shouting it from the rooftops, and only intellectuals can watch Rick and Morty. Have you ever heard that? Me, an intellectual.
Hold on.
I'm too great for I'm too great for any other shows. The Big Bang Theory, horrible. Oh, Rick and Morty is what I watch.
You know, I don't like
I'm a
Big
true
Bang.
hate the Big Bang Theory.
Same though.
I mean,
I've
yeah.
never liked it.
I absolutely hate that show. That show needs to go die in a hole.
I've never liked the show.
never come back out.
Like, oh, Bazinga,
And now we have
shut
Sheldon.
up.
Young Sheldon. is
Yeah,
the
Young
new
Sheldon.
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Something
like, get
that
out,
no one
please.
wanted.
I don't need this. I really don't. I'd rather just watch Rick and Morty.
It's because the dynamics of all the other characters changed so much from like the show's peak, everyone liked how they're all nerds, they're all pining after girls, but then eventually that guy got the blonde, and then people moved out, things got different, things got weird, but Sheldon was always the, no, I read about it. Sheldon was the character that always stayed the same, so they're like, everyone likes Sheldon, so let's make just a show about him, because our ratings are horrible anyway.
I think I like Sheldon the least.
Did Raj
I mean,
really
yeah,
do
he's
anything in that
horrible,
show?
but-
I feel like he didn't change, but I
He's
feel
like
like he
that.
just wasn't. Like, I mean, obviously nobody cared about him.
Yeah,
Second
no one
episode.
cared about him. I don't know. I'm not a Big Bang authority.
Oh, my mouth's on fire.
From Tabasco?
Yeah, you need that ranch.
From Tabasco?
I kind of just like put a lot on crust.
What's everybody's favorite pizza topping?
Is
I
it-
wanna say
Listen,
Is
all
I
right,
feel like I'm gonna get attacked.
Is it?
I don't think I have the specific
anchovies?
pizza topping. So, for example, at Ed's, a local pizzeria, I like their General Tso's pizza, which comes with like sweet and sour sauce, broccoli, and chicken. And then at another place, their Fiesta pizza, which comes with onions, bell peppers, jalapenos, and chicken. So like, I don't necessarily have like a favorite topping, but I think I have like I like Chinese food, I like Mexican food. Put this on pizza, please. You know? So I guess whatever fits my cuisine at the time.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I guess favorite sauce on pizza.
Barbecue.
I mean, I put pineapple on my pizza. Yes, I do it.
I respect you.
I mean, I don't know. I fucking love it. It's my favorite thing ever. I love just pineapple.
Pineapple?
No meat. No.
You're not about that Hawaiian
Papa
pizza.
John's has the best pineapple pizza I have ever tasted. Papa bless.
Okay, hear me out. This might sound like a death sentence, but you need to try it at least once.
Well,
Just a little dab of it. The ghost pepper hot sauce on your pizza.
I've had ghost pepper hot sauce
You see what
alone.
this did to me?
No.
It is
My
by
mouth
far
is still
the
fire.
greatest experience.
Okay, so are we all aware? Popular wing chain, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a while back, but they had. Huh? Oh no, I did the blazing challenge. My photo's on the wall. But they introduced a ghost pepper wing,
Is
and
it?
like I eat tons of hot shit. Honestly, I eat it all the time. And like I eat jalapenos by themselves as a snack if I want to. But this sauce on this wing, I cried, and then I threw up in the bathroom. That's how hot it was. Like I was like, ugh. It literally made me so sick that I was like, I'm not
The
finishing
ghost
this.
pepper sauce.
The ghost pepper sauce. Like it was like
How much sauce was on that wing?
it was like baked in it. Like it was.
Oh, okay.
wet.
You can't have that much. Like,
And like
you gotta
me, someone paid. So a little backstory.
You gotta
to me
be-
eating this. Someone paid me $20 to just pop the wing in my mouth. I don't know why they paid me $20 for just
should've-
one
That's a
wing,
pretty good payout.
Yeah.
but I was just like, bitch. You know?
A little bit. You know what? It's worth a little bit of pain. No pain, no gain.
Yeah, like
Literally,
And then I went and
monetary-
bought a video game from GameStop right
There you
after
go.
that.
Don't know what $20 video game you bought from GameStop, but
I don't remember. Mass Effect Trilogy.
gotcha. We buy for $3, sell it for $60. I think they've literally got a 20 time, like a 2,000%
They have to. They.
on their buyback. Like their sellback is 2,000% their buyback.
I've respected GameStop for a long time. I've been a long-time shopper. I used to buy things from there all the time. But recently, I haven't really, like, every time I'm in there, I'm like, I don't need to be in here unless they have sales. Because then it's not, I don't need to be there. Like, they have better sales on Steam and the Xbox store all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why doesn't GameStop like hop onto this? More people will come to your store. I feel like your store is gonna die one day because you're not, like beating the digital market. You're
Look
not.
at EB
You know what it
Games.
is?
Look at
It's those aunts and uncles and like grandparents that have nowhere else. They have no idea where else to go except for GameStop.
Yeah.
like
And so they're gonna spend the $70.
But that's eventually gonna.
GAME stop. It's in the name, you know.
Oh, that sounded like EA Sports.
That's what I was going for. You caught the joke.
What? There were also the power to the players, right?
Power to the play.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I feel like it's very like it's a staple.
For now.
For now.
We're getting older. We're gonna have kids. We're gonna be like,
That was
no
our
kids.
staple.
Screw that.
No,
Digital.
you're getting this shit on the bone. You're getting him on the bone. Like
Can I
it's
say
coming
something?
with the console.
I think the only market that GameStop has some of the best right now in, because like they sell it the most, is they do the pre-order stuff really, really well. Like if someone wants a game, GameStop will know about it. GameStop will have all of the deals that can ever come with a specific pre-order. All of the pre-order like statues and stuff that I have came from GameStop. And I think that's the one thing they do well, because they always like they have parties out there.
That's how they stay alive.
Yeah, that's like.
So Dallas, are you the
Pizza.
type of person to usually hop on the pre-order train? 'Cause
Not
that's
anymore.
Yeah, that's a bit of a controversial
Because-
thing now.
I don't believe in paying an extra $25 to get a skin.
Yeah.
I don't believe that Overwatch should have been $60 for consoles and $40 on the Blizzard thing.
Yeah.
I think that was dumb.
The Blizzard thing? Yeah.
The Blizzard thing.
The Blizzard device?
The Blizzard device. It's just
It wasn't a Battle.net, and then it became
These
like Blizzard
vices.
Tech or
It's
something.
Blizzard. It's because Battle.net is still part of Blizzard, but they thought that it would be easier if it
they
was
just
just all
called it
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
I mean,
But they go water at the same time. I didn't even do that.
in sync
finish this out.
drink.
Bam. All at the same time.
damn. No, I didn't pre-order Overwatch. I bought Overwatch like day of, basically.
Right.
But I bought it digitally.
Right.
But I was a really big fan of pre-orders back then, because pre-orders I felt came with more. Like you would pay like an extra like $50 or whatever, and you get like the Halo Reach statue. Or like I felt like it gave you more incentive to get them. But now it's like pre-order now and you'll get access to the closed beta. And I'm like,
A plastic statue.
or like it's just like
Plastic statue.
it's upsetting me.
Plastic statue.
Because I don't believe in those business practices. I don't believe in like even loot boxes. I'm just like, why are you doing this to me? Can I just like work?
She's like,
We should make an episode on loot boxes. Get meta with you real quick.
But there's no loot boxes in music.
How much I
is
hate
there?
loot boxes.
Okay, a loot box.
Maybe. I don't even know what a loot box
Yeah,
is.
let's explain it.
Okay, I'll
I
explain
feel like
what
this
a
is
loot-
going to be a lot of explaining everything to me.
I mean,
It's
we'll-
okay, that's
we'll explain
fine.
everything to
Because then I can
Yeah.
explain it to everybody.
Yeah.
I am the audience. I am you.
everyone.
Never
So
play games.
a loot box is okay, so for this example, we'll just focus on Overwatch loot boxes. So in the game, the way you get like different skins, different like emotes, different intros, different things like that, cosmetics for the character, basically.
Okay.
Or cosmetics for yourself or anything.
Like development of your character and stuff like that. Like,
Not necessarily like development. There are some games that like, hey, get this loot box and you'll get increased skill or
okay, so
something.
like, I know we're doing Overwatch, but I do know the game Halo. So can we do it about Halo?
Okay,
Because I
so-
do know
alright.
that game.
So Halo-
I do not know what Overwatch
Okay,
is.
so Halo 5 established rec packs. And these rec packs are all like, oh, you open this and you'll get an overshield. You open this, you get a weapon. You open this, you'll get other stuff. I mean, and that's basically the only way to earn these like other things to give you.
Basically, what he's saying is that with Halo and Overwatch and those kinds of games, they give you the choice to have cosmetics for your character, but it doesn't. Like spending money doesn't change your overall experience. It just
Okay.
like you don't have to do anything to further yourself into the game or to progress quicker or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Whereas the new Battlefront game, you can pay extra money on top of the $60 game price
Okay.
to quicker progress yourself through the game and get
like
yourself more.
cheating.
Yeah, it's not cheating, but it's called pay to win, and that's like super frowned upon.
Yeah, it's
when you
kinda
already
like
That's
cheating.
kind of stupid.
it's really stupid. It's a huge.
That's really dumb. I don't like that. I don't
It's-
think you should make it completely skilled, not paying based.
She doesn't even play video games.
I only
She
play video
agrees.
games, and I know that that's
Yes.
not right.
Yeah, it's not right.
That's it, man.
And that's a huge issue in the gaming industry today. Like, the cost of making games is obviously increasing because
People want more.
the hardware and like what is required for creating like these crazy graphically
Worlds
intense
and-
games. Yeah, it's getting higher and higher, and the market price for games like a AAA title has been $60 for a really long
Yeah,
time
the
now,
last
right?
decade at least.
Yeah, so they have to sort
I
of.
remember, like, I used to have a GameCube, and I remember
Yeah.
when the new games would come out, they'd be around like $60.
Yeah, 50, 60.
50, 60 bucks.
Yeah.
It was like a normal game. So I never got the good games. I was at the $20 games that were about a movie that came out.
Yeah.
It's funny. Well, it's funny that we're in this conversation now because, like, a lot of hardcore gamers and a lot of people who invest just maybe $5 here and there into companies to kind of into their favorite companies
Yeah.
to try to like help them with production of their game to give them just a little bit more of a boost. There's been like just over the past holiday season, we've gotten kind of to this, like the bubble has just kind of been growing and growing and growing and growing, and it's finally burst, and all of the consumers have gotten so stressed out and frustrated with the sales practices of publishers
Okay.
that have games that have loot boxes in them. Like specifically with EA's new Battlefront Star Wars game, and with Bungie, the guys who made Halo, their new their recent IP, Destiny 2. Both of those games have a lot of they've got a lot of paid content that you can unlock it through like an in-game through an in-game purchase. Or the other way that you can do it in-game that they try to defend is you can grind for it, which do you
Work
know that
really, really
you just
hard for a
work
long period of time.
Yeah, work really hard for a super ridiculously long amount of time. Like they put it into numbers. EA put it into numbers with Star Wars Battlefront. If you wanted to unlock Darth Vader, it would have taken you 40 hours of straight gameplay.
Straight game? Like, you
Yeah.
can't
Straight-
like, stop.
Well, I mean, you can't stop. You can play like 40 hours of cumulative gameplay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gameplay.
Yeah, that's a lot of gameplay for one hero. There's like what 10?
Because you
there's
purchase
10
them.
plus.
The reason it takes 40 hours is because it takes that amount of time to like level up and garner currency from like online games,
Yeah.
and then you have to do it all again to get a different hero.
So, every single time you want a new hero, you have to play for 40
You have to
hours.
play, well,
Yeah.
not necessarily 40 hours, but
Oh,
a
like,
large amount of time.
More or less,
yeah.
About that.
And it's even more infuriating because of the way that you can access the heroes in this game. This is getting deeper and deeper into it, but like just to like outline why it was so infuriating for a lot of hardcore Star Wars fans who are gamers.
Yeah.
When you unlock one of these heroes, you don't get the chance to just play as them whenever you want. What you have to do is you have to be good enough at the game, you have to be skilled enough to earn points inside of a match to access the character that you want to play as.
So you can't. So I unlocked Darth.
I bought Darth
Yeah, I was
Vader.
gonna say, I paid for Darth Vader, right? I have to wait. Like when I'm in a match,
Yeah, when
I
you're
have
in a match.
to do how much work to play as him.
It's
About.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's about half the game. The games are about 20-30 minutes long.
So you have to play
A
for
match is-
10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can finally beat that person. So
Yeah.
even when that person buys this guy, right?
You have
They
to
could
get
be
enough.
really bad at the game, right? And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes into it, they can just be like, "Oh, I'm just amazing now because I have all this like money."
Well, it's
he
it's
any
not
better
that.
than
No,
anybody
it's
else?
it's not that. It's actually if I'm not good at the game, I don't get to play as this guy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't because
so what's the point of buying him?
Because you just like Darth Vader, is
That's
basically
stupid.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
because like what I've never liked about Star Wars Battlefront, especially because I play the game a lot. I play the multiplayer a lot. And what I've never liked is that if you're really bad at the game, you don't get kills, you just want to have fun, whatever your case may be. Like if someone's better than you and they keep killing you, They'll get like better heroes. They'll get like, okay, so for example, in the game mode Blast, you can get, you know Chewbacca, right? You can play as a Wookiee.
Guys, come on.
She knows Star Wars.
You never know.
But guys,
honestly.
don't
It's the
underestimate me
game,
that
it's the
much.
game,
Don't
yeah.
underestimate me either,
So,
because I definitely don't know that
Wookiee,
stuff.
you
Gotta
can
make
play as a
game.
Wookiee, and they're the strongest unit in that game.
Right.
Like they can one-shot anything, and if somebody gets that, game over, man.
But the
game
point
over,
is,
man.
like, the strong can get stronger, and it's not that hard. But the people that are more casual players are almost sort of forced. They're forced to spend money if they want to continue playing the game. So it's psychologically like taking advantage of the player base, which is why it's so scummy.
Absolutely.
Like Overwatch has loot boxes, and maybe you guys won't agree with me, but I don't think that's a horrible thing because you can get them on your own with a reasonable amount of playing. Like you don't have to play that much to get them, and it's purely cosmetic. It doesn't affect your gameplay whatsoever.
But it is now.
Yes.
Before, there was no arcade. Win
No,
9
yeah.
matches, get 3 boxes. You'd have to level up, and that
Yeah.
could take a while.
But I mean, trust me, I agree with you as far as like loot boxes are just. I don't really agree with them, but you know, it doesn't force you into ever buying them. It's not a pay-to-win game. Like say Hearthstone. Hearthstone, it's free, but the exchange for it being free is you need to buy card packs if you ever want to progress and you ever want to get good. It's the card playing game.
I do have a rebuttal in Hearthstone's defense because of the nature of the game that it is. I'm
Yeah.
a long-time collectible and trading card game
Oh, yeah.
fan. So Hearthstone is an online card game made by the guys who make Overwatch, also the guys who make World of Warcraft. Hearthstone it's based on, like, all the cards are based off of World of Warcraft characters and stuff. Unnecessary specifics. It's a collectible card game where, yeah, you buy packs, you make a collection out of all your cards, and to be fair, their packs are relatively cheap in comparison to
I was gonna say, is this like Magic? I know what this is.
it's a lot like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon.
Okay, yeah. They're
So
a lot cheaper than like.
they're a lot cheaper because I think one of the major reasons they're a lot cheaper is because you can't trade in game. So your collection,
Your collection.
Yeah, your collection is just your collection, and it's cards that you've accumulated through any various means. Like you can earn cards in game, but the best and fastest way to earn cards is obviously by buying packs.
Yeah.
But it's a random chance to get your cards.
And they're cheap, so.
Yeah, and
And
they're
I
cheap.
feel like with anything, like, you're gonna have to pay money in cards, no matter what you want to do. So, like, if that's the way that they make their money, and it's like a clean and honest way of doing that, and that's.
Yeah, they're really
Totally.
upfront about it, and they have events all the time where you can earn a bunch of free packs,
Yeah.
and you can earn a bunch of free in-game currency to actually like go in and make the cards that you want.
Yeah, and that's an example of using that structure of pay to win in a way that it's like you said, it's really upfront. So like you know what game you're getting into. Like,
Yeah.
you know the expectation of spending.
But then when you go into the game thinking that you're gonna play all these players, and you
When
have no
you-
idea what.
Yeah, when you pay $60 to play a game, and then they also try and shovel this, pay more money so you can play the game and enjoy what you wanted to enjoy, what was marketed to you, instead of having to grind like the 40 plus hours. It's
How
really.
much are these? Like,
The Battlefront loot packs?
Through the in-game currency, it's about 4,000. They call them credits.
they were say $4,000.
Which is about how much game
It's
time?
about-
I was like,
How much game time? Let's
So,
say
I think
game
to get-
time versus
I think
how
to
much
get
they
one of
actually
them, you
cost.
need to play 2 blast matches, which is about 10 minutes each. So you got to play about
Alright.
20 minutes to get one.
that's not the worst thing
Yeah,
ever. 20 minutes is not that long.
But for other games, it can be like much longer. Like for Halo, like the way to get like gold Rex is you gotta earn rec points, and you have to have 10,000 of them. And to get 10,000 of them, you have to play I think for one, if you're playing like a just TDM, team deathmatch, I think it'll take like maybe 5 games or more to get.
Yeah, each
10,000.
one of those games is 7 to 10 minutes long, so
Yeah.
it's.
So there's some ways that it's good, but I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of time and things you got to put into it. I think we've been talking about a lot of games that make it really competitive to like really get these things, but I don't feel like there's any games where like, or at least not really popular, well, not to say popular, AAA games that aren't geared towards those like esports competitive people. You know, like every like game, every AAA game that I have bought within like the past couple of years have all been multiplayer, kill each other focused.
Well, if you think about like really all media and what's popular, it follows this formula of creating this homogenous sort of what people like. Okay, people like this. We're gonna continue doing this, but reskin it with like the newest gimmick, like Horizon Zero Dawn. I know you guys are probably like, oh, you don't like the game. I don't like the game.
It's a PlayStation exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I played a couple hours of it.
I just want to play these robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's the whole
Just
gimmick.
robot dinosaurs?
That's literally the gimmick of
I'm
it.
playing this game.
Robot dinosaurs.
There you go.
That's all there really is to it.
Dinosaurs are
Obviously
my
it works.
favorite thing in the world, hands down.
Do you know I work with
Sorry.
someone
We're
this summer?
perpetuating the point, though.
Yes, exactly.
Right, sorry.
Like, what if we take away the robot dinosaurs? What is the game? It's an
I
open
don't
world
know.
game. Well, where have we seen that before? Skyrim,
Everywhere.
Witcher,
Right.
like a bunch of like all the Ubisoft games now.
Take a look right at Far Cry Primal.
Yeah, Far Cry.
Yeah.
Far Cry
Yeah.
Primal it's basically the same thing.
What about the gameplay, right?
Hmm.
You know, it's a bow and arrow. It's basically just like
Oh,
a
it's Tomb
first-person
Raider.
shooter. I mean, I've never played Tomb Raider, but yeah, maybe. Like, I don't know. Probably. And it has like, oh, you can track stuff with your little like magic seeing thing. What is
Oh,
that?
so you're a Hanzo
Witcher.
man.
Yeah. See, but we can make these connections, and it's because being adventurous is risky. You know, if you're spending millions and millions of dollars and like tasking like thousands of people to make pretty graphics and push the limits of what you can optimize on consoles, like they're not gonna be adventurous, which is why AAA titles kind of suck right now, and why the indie
Indie games
movement
are great.
is really
Shout
coming
out to
out.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what though? I don't want to necessarily like veer off on games that we've been talking about a
Yeah,
lot.
we
games
have.
a lot, but people getting pizza isn't just about games. People getting pizza is
Music.
all platforms of entertainment, music,
Music.
movies, television shows such as Rick and Morty, things like that. And I think something. So speaking about indie stuff, let's just veer into that.
Oh.
So I think something that's been becoming much more popular lately is a lot of people now are listening to more indie music.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like DIY people. There's a lot of like people who like make vaporwave type stuff. A lot of DJs who are getting more and more popular
yeah.
because like all the mainstream stuff. A lot of that begins to sound the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's the homogenous.
And it's
Mess,
really hard
yeah.
because that applies to all
Yeah, all
aspects
forms
of
of media,
entertainment.
yeah.
Movies. A lot of the action movies are the same. For example, how many of you saw Thor Ragnarok?
I liked
Oh,
it.
yeah, they can see us too. Never mind.
I really liked it.
So
I'm gonna be honest.
what I didn't like about it was that it tried to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
It did.
It tried to
A little
to
bit,
copy it
but I
with
still
the marketing,
enjoyed it.
Loved
with
it.
the marketing,
It was
with
funny.
like how they planned out a lot of the show. Because honestly, the first Thor and Thor: Dark World were nothing like Guardians. Like it was
Well-
very to the point. It was very lore based. It was it had a lot of like Thor, what I considered Thor aspects at the time. But then they came out and they were like, guys, Guardians of the Galaxy is probably one of our most popular movies.
Well-
So let's replicate that with another space dude.
Well, let's think about it like a different way. Let's think about it in like that they weren't greedy money grubbing. Let's think about it as like, okay, what is the movie industry just really riddled with these days? And in my opinion, I'm not at all a movie buff, so you guys correct me, but as a regular casual moviegoer, there are a lot of superhero movies, and I'm really sick of it. I think they're all pretty much the same. Like, we have to defeat this greater power, or the world's going to end. Like, that's why what was it called? The edgy Suicide Squad was a huge flop.
Suicide Squad was a total like.
It was
I
a
was
flop.
so
Like,
excited.
someone
They could have
like-
gone so
Yeah.
many different ways with that.
Oh
They
my
had
gosh.
such a new, weird concept.
The only
Yeah.
thing that
That they
carried the
messed up.
movie was Will Smith as Deadshot.
Yeah.
The only thing. That's the only reason I watched that movie.
But I'm
think
saying-
that's fair.
I literally, listen, I went into the theater and I walked out within 20 minutes. And I've never done that
Because
for
it's-
any other
because
movie.
it was
I
boring.
was done.
Because
I
it was
was
boring.
done.
Because we've seen it all before. It's nothing like they had such like unique characters, and they had a lot of really great source material to work from. But they're like, what sells, and that sells. And I think that the fact that Thor completely did a 180 from their other two movies, in fact, to me, was very refreshing. Like, I know you disagree. Like, yeah, it was really reminiscent of another really popular hit that they had, but I liked that they were going for something else, and I think it worked a lot more than, oh, we have to defeat this greater power, or, I mean, it was kind of like that. But those were the great parts of the movie.
I think
you
that's
know?
kind of. I think that's kind of why Deadpool was actually a bigger hit than
Yeah.
Deadpool's so
Fox
great.
expected.
Like,
Because
3 thumbs up for me.
Yeah.
because, well, like Wade Wilson never fights the end of the world. That's always like, if there's anybody in a Deadpool comic who's fighting the end of the world or the apocalypse, it's Cable. So that might be an issue with the new Deadpool, but we can go in. We can trail off into that subject in a bit. But just the first Deadpool's origin story, it's the goofy adventures of Wade Wilson becoming a super mutant and figuring out what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing with immortality? You know, like he fights off some dude who he fights off just some random scientist. You know, that's all he was up against.
Yeah.
That's all he was up against. There were a couple really cool shots, the really epic shots of this giant boat crashing into the harbor.
Wow, that was really neat.
But you know, it wasn't.
Or
This
like,
giant boat is literally
what
the
is her
size of
name?
planet Earth and is
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
destroy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Super mega nuclear warhead. What's her NG name?
Super Mega Teenage Warhead.
Yeah.
Super
I love
Negasonic
it.
Teenage
I love
Warhead.
it.
Oh yeah.
It's Super Negasonic
Meta
Teenage
humor,
Warhead.
guys. Meta humor,
What?
when done well, is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's overdone, but Deadpool.
Yeah,
really
like,
hit the
the
nail on the
writers
head
and
there.
the writers not only did they nail it on the head for the movie, but they're good. Like they nail it on the head for the movie because they keep it to the comic,
the source material.
Yeah, they keep it to the source material. Not saying that veering off from the source material can't get you great results, but the reason Deadpool was successful as a comic is because of its writing, because it makes breaking the fourth wall refreshing. It's not.
I think it stuck to its source material, so therefore those who read the comics can really appreciate it. But it also hit another audience like me who didn't read the comics, but I still enjoyed it because it was so funny and so different and not exactly what I was expecting when I first walked in there. So I think that it was a twofold kind of thing, which is why it had such good success.
Yeah.
Because it kept to the source
Yeah,
material.
the
For those
source material-
Epic fans that love it
Yeah.
and want to get mad at them because they messed it up again. And it kept me interested, a person who doesn't.
Yeah,
read it.
and the source material was good because it had that same effect. It pulled in that same crowd for people who were unsure about this new superhero being just thrown in
kind
there.
of different.
Yeah,
not.
because Deadpool is such a different hero than the rest of Marvel's lineup.
Can I just say though, really looking forward to seeing Black Panther. Like every trailer I've seen, I loved him.
Music sounds
And
great.
like the music's
Yeah,
great,
the music
and
sounds
like
so
the
good.
action looks really refreshing, despite him being like not exactly like a Doctor Strange level of hero, but like magic and stuff.
I heard that. Weren't there some sort of questionable reviews on it though, like initial criticism?
I heard that it was really well received.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of people like I heard were like, yeah, this is cool. But I mean, I just like it's so hard for me to listen to critics nowadays on anything, to be honest. Like a lot of critics are like, man, we hated this. Man, this was great. And a lot of times when they're like, this is great, I find myself almost not liking it. Like I hate it. The Force Awakens. So disappointing. So disappointing. Did not want to see it. And then like it was just I didn't like what it was. I mean, I liked The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was cool. But The Force Awakens was just so disappointing. But that's because a fanboy of the originals was like, hey, what if we bring that back, guys? And
There's
like
a lot of fan service.
it's just, yeah, it was
Just for the
so
sake of it.
bad. You know, and
Glad
like
Harrison Ford quit when he did.
like the people.
Just kill me already.
But what I hate about it is that when I think The Last Jedi was something that wasn't like the prequels, it wasn't like the originals, and yet there was still hate between like so I know a person for like anonymous sakes I'm gonna call him Jeeves, right? Jeeves is a very popular fan of the originals.
Okay.
He loved The Force Awakens. He thought it was one of the best Star Wars movies to date. He hated The Last Jedi. And when I stated that I liked Last Jedi, he's like, which ones did you see first, the prequels or the originals? And I'm like, that has nothing to do with the movie itself.
Yeah.
Do not bring this stigma back into reality, please.
That's one thing that I think, I was sort of, I don't really watch the new movies because I just kind of don't have an interest in them. I don't really feel strongly one way or the other. I was a huge fan of the original Star Wars movies, but something that I see being argued a lot in the whole echo chamber of let's hate the new Star Wars movies because it's a cash grab, which I mean, there's some truth to that. Something that I hear is, I lost my train of thought.
Fandom stuff.
No, fandom stuff? Something. Oh, right. Like it's like the Force. It isn't true the lore. It isn't true the original lore of
But
Force.
Disney announced that it was gonna like.
But it's like, what even is the Force? Like, was it even really clearly defined in the original movies?
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. So like, people get caught up on like the little, like, oh, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, in space, the explosions are supposed to be like that. It's just like.
Stop bringing
There-
science
there
into
are
In
it.
space, no one
It's
can hear
sci-fi.
explosions.
There are things.
Sci-fi is science fiction.
Yeah, right. It's like
science
it's like
and
science-y
sci-fi.
fiction.
But I agree with you in that let's just look at the movie as its own, like its own little vacuum. Like let's just examine the movie itself, and then you can judge from there. Not it's not true.
The world in the movie
actually
actually does not need to be actually real.
Yeah.
There doesn't.
Yeah.
They don't have to abide by the same law of physics that we do.
Yeah, like.
That's actually something we're taught in screenwriting class. Your world does not have to abide by the law of physics.
Yeah. Like if
good to
I
know.
want
I wanna
someone
walk
to
up
be
a
If
tree.
I want a
Walk up a
super
tree.
hot plasma sword that doesn't burn my hands when they're literally 2 inches away from it,
Like him.
Yeah.
my
Like-
universe
It
has
doesn't
that.
matter.
Have you ever lit like a lighter and just like kind of like sat there and your hand didn't hurt?
Yeah.
I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
The,
I
the-
can.
I think I have.
The flame eventually like gets
We
warm
have a
enough to
lighter?
like burn your hand. I think I left it
We're
over
gonna
there.
test this live experiment.
I was gonna live experiment this, but I think I have to do it.
We'll do it. You know what? Watch for episode. Huh? Yeah, go get the lighter, please. It should be on the table.
This is dangerous. I'm gonna have to say.
All right, let me make sure it's not in my pocket.
Wait, I'll wait until I get it.
Oh, you found it? Sweet. All right, so don't throw it at her.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Please.
Okay.
Alright.
Can I do it with this finger? Is that allowed?
I don't care.
No, we'll just continue talking while she holds this
Yeah.
for a few
Okay.
minutes.
So
See how long
anyway,
it
so
takes.
lightsabers are actually really cool. You're gonna like drop it. It's gonna.
It doesn't burn. I don't know what you guys are. How are you lighting a lighter?
I always just
Does
like.
that not hurt? That doesn't hurt me.
Well, like I always just like. Well, see, I have a big thumb.
I got.
Also,
I have really
have you
small
ever tried to
hands.
tip a lighter or like a match to light like
A
See,
candle.
like it's getting hot.
yeah to
Ow.
light anything? It gets hot. You can't. Yeah. Like I like what if I had to
That will
stick
hurt,
my
you know?
hand all the
Well,
way in
you
that
know-
goblet?
you know
That's a
why
stupid
that
way to light that
happens?
goblet.
You know how you light a candle? You flip the candle upside down. Like that.
Yeah, but don't tell
I
us
may be
that.
a little bit dumb.
Yeah, like you guys should have seen me lighting those ones. I was just like, because like what I did was I was doing like a hold on, let me like I was doing like a this.
Yeah, no, don't
Yeah,
do that.
that's-
You know why?
that's-
Because lighter. Oh, I would do a really fun trick when I'm afraid I'm gonna like burn down this whole place.
Do we want to talk more about ourselves?
Yeah, let's
episode,
talk a little bit. You know what? We're gonna bring
It's
this
another
conversation. Let's simmer down. We've been talking about a lot of hot stuff.
Get a little intimate.
A lot, you know. I feel
Literally.
like we've talked a lot about what we're into, as far as games and movies and stuff. We haven't really talked too much about music.
Okay. We'll get into it. Don't you worry.
Let's get a little more personal with each other. Who are we?
Deep down inside.
Deep
really
down
reach
inside.
into.
So, okay, I'll start. So, obviously my name is Dallas. is I like to. You know what I didn't know that I just found out today? I found out Audio Slave broke up.
Yeah, because Chris Connell.
They broke up like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when you messaged me, wait, he messaged me about that. He was like, talk about how Audio Slave broke up. I was like, wait, what? I thought they were already broken up.
I was looking up music things that happened in 2017, and it had Audio Slave breaking up on there.
Because they came back for like
Oh, right,
one
he was
thing.
part of.
He died. I was really confused.
I forgot which band he was a part of.
I was like, he
It's been a
died.
while since he died.
He died.
That's embarrassing. Anyway, wait, you know what?
I was really,
I'm sorry you
honestly,
have to
I
be
didn't
here
want to
with
say
me
anything because I was
and-
really confused.
Listen.
But I didn't talk about Audio Slave in my
Listen.
thing. So
We're gonna keep this. Keep this in.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this in. Don't you worry. You're gonna see how stupid I am.
So back to getting into
You get to see how stupid I
Right.
am.
We're getting intimate.
Okay.
Here's what I want to hear from you, Dallas.
All right. What do you want to hear from me?
What made you decide to do the show?
What made me decide that I wanted to make like a
Yeah.
talk show and stuff? Well, I always wanted to kind of get a little bit of my personality out there, and like so many things that people have told me is that Dallas, like, I mean, sometimes I take it in a bad way, but I've always been told that I'm a really kind of unique person. Like, I do things in a really weird way. I act kind of weird sometimes, and I've always wanted to kind of see that for myself. So I thought about, what if I like
So you're gonna
do
torture
that?
yourself and watch
Yeah, I'm
this?
gonna torture myself and watch this. But I also I love something I love doing with Mickey, with Tom. I haven't done this with you guys yet, but Mickey, I'm totally down. I love sitting with my friends, and I love eating pizza with them. And that's something I love.
Well, we
personally.
have already done it.
So I was like, what if I make a show about this? One of my favorite things to do, and put it together, because all my life is entertainment, pizza, and friends. So that's where I came up with it, you know. And actually, Tom was the originator for the name People Getting Pizza.
What a
He was like,
wholesome.
what if it's just people getting pizza? You
I
know?
like it.
Wholesome
Chill.
show. What a wholesome guy. What a wholesome show.
Super hip.
You know?
Wholesome.
And
Is that wholesome?
that's why we're all here. You know, you were great.
Aw, that was like really cute.
That was
Honestly.
really-
Alright.
That's really why I wanted to do this, and I kind of sought out. I didn't want to just be like, oh, I love these people, so let's put them in the show. I wanted to kind of find people who I knew kind of had like a niche, who kind of fit like something that I was looking for more on a
So
talking
me
point.
yelling at our professor to put music on before class
Yeah,
start every
it was
time
I
was your
she
like
likes
go-to.
music. I'm gonna talk to her.
I used to force Larry to play music every single day before
Yeah.
class.
And
I really
then-
need to put music on. I'm
And then this
sorry.
one time I had to watch like a 10-minute Bruce Springsteen video, but that was okay.
It was a great song.
Or like Mickey
Rosalita,
and
what
I
a song.
have talked about video games so many times. We've had like a 3-hour-long conversation about Halo,
Yeah.
and I don't even remember what we talked about.
I think it was my rage over lore.
Right, and then like you've
A lot
sent
of
me
stuff.
the weirdest shit, man. And I was like, she likes anime. You sent me some of the weirdest snaps, and a lot of them were animes. So I was like, she likes this kind of stuff.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, she can talk about it. And like we've talked about other stuff that was kind of like anime like, so I was just like, she'll be great.
Oh jeez, thanks.
Yeah.
You put so much confidence in me.
Dude, like, I
It's
believe,
such a wholesome show, man.
I believe
Yeah.
So
in
much
all of you
confidence
guys.
in her ability
That's
to
why
be
we're all
weird.
here. And I believe in these two guys too. That's why they're here.
You guys really killed it.
Yeah, it's your turn. You're
Oh,
on.
I was not listening to you, Dallas.
Can the camera stare into the camera?
Yeah, we did. But I thought it was a Tom.
Whoa.
Breaking
Isn't that
the
like
fifth
dividing
wall.
by 0 for cameras?
So this is why
5D.
this is why we're all here, and I want to thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank
Sticking
you,
with
Dallas.
this weird journey.
All throughout this first episode.
I just keep
Yeah,
I keep
so-
going to like that's not bad.
So yeah, with that,
Say the magic 3-letter word.
We're gonna have an outro.
bye.
Can I see people getting pizza in Japanese first?
Yes!
Can we-
People
yeah.
getting pizza
All right.
Japanese! This is the cliffhanger.
Okay.
That's like helping.
Do it.
We gotta wrap it all.
Yeah.
人はピッツァがあって。
Getting inside.